Hello, my darling Scorpios. Welcome to your February 2025 astrological predictions. I hope you are doing amazing. We are about to deep dive into all of the transits of February 2025 and how they will affect those of you that have a strong Scorpio placement. Scorpios, you know I absolutely adore all of y'all. I personally have a Scorpio moon, so I also will be paying attention to my astrological predictions for February 2025. We are going to start to dig deep. Just so you know, there's going to be a lot of movement in February in your fourth house and your fifth house. The fourth house is the house of home, it's the house of family. The fifth house is the house of leisure, the house of creative pursuits, the house of children. So there's going to be a strong family focus for you in the month of February, and also making some adjustments at home. So let's dig deep into what's going on in the sky. All right, my darling Scorpios. Let's remove this little name tag over here. Well, there we go. Scorpio, let's start with the sun. The sun is going to be in Aquarius until February the 18th. During this time, it is going to be in that fourth house of home, fertility, and emotional foundations. So these are going to be the areas that are illuminated. It may be time for you to re-examine what your personal environment is and revisit any family traditions or make changes to improve your sense of security at home. It's a great time to beautify your home as well. Put in some new elements that just kind of are exciting to you. You may feel compelled to resolve any kind of lingering issues in your private life or update your living space for greater emotional comfort. So the sun will be sextile Chiron, our wounded healer, on the 8th. This is going to bring a gentle healing transit that can help you to mend any kind of old wounds related to home or early family life. I know some of you might not be spring chickens, but we're talking about early family life. You might be looking at some of those old wounds and how you can mend them so that you can clear the way for a deeper inner transformation as well as a deeper connection to those that you love. The sun is going to be moving into Pisces on the 18th in your fifth house. This is the fifth house of creativity, romance, self-expression. It's going to move your focus more towards an outward standpoint and embrace artistic pursuits, playful romantic energy, and even projects related to children or hobbies will be favored during this time. It's a great time for you to express yourself in some way and to let go of any creative blocks that may have held you back. My apologies, Scorpio. We have a black cat who is trying to move the blinds. So, sorry about that, my dear Scorpios. That's my son's cat, Hoshi. He often has been interrupting our nighttime recordings when he gets the zoomies. So, my apologies. With regards to the sun in Pisces, this is going to be a great time for you to have insights with regards to healing your inner world. Pisces kind of can be a little bit introspective, but Pisces can also be dreamy and fun and creative and intuitive as well. So this can invigorate your romantic life and your creative endeavors towards the end of February. Now let's take a look at Mercury. Mercury is either loved or hated by many, and people are often on edge whenever they hear that Mercury is going retrograde. But Mercury is going to be in Aquarius until February the 14th in your fourth house. So for the first 2 weeks of February, there's going to be a lot of mental energy that's going to be geared towards thinking about home and family matters. You may be able to find breakthrough ideas to help improve your living situation or resolve any of those deep-seated family issues. This is a clear transit to bring about a rational analysis of your inner emotional world and how you can effectively communicate better with family members. That's going to be favored during this time. Mercury is going to be trine Jupiter on the 3rd. That's Monday. And that could expand your perspective, making it a great time for you to find new strategies for organizing your home life or even for exploring family history. Mercury is going to move into Pisces on Valentine's Day in your 5th house. This is great. You're going to have a fun, beautiful energy for Valentine's Day. How nice is that? This is going to allow you to articulate creative ideas and deep feelings regarding romantic and artistic projects. It's a good time for creative writing. If you've ever wanted to write, Scorpio, this is a great time to be doing that. Artistic collaborations with other people will also be favored, as well as heartfelt discussions with a romantic partner. Now, when I say with a romantic partner, it could be with more than one romantic partner. In this day and age, you never know how many people are communicating with. So just know it's going to be a really good time for heartfelt discussions from the 14th onward. The 25th, we have a serious energy. Mercury is going to be conjunct Saturn. Saturn is the dear old taskmaster, the teacher. He brings a very disciplined energy, a very serious energy to things. And so this could bring serious conversations about long-term creative and romantic commitments. The 25th, serious conversations about long-term commitments. The 27th, 2 days later, sudden insights and how you can approach those creative projects and relationships. So a strong energy there. I know I personally will probably feel a little bit uncomfortable then because that's my birthday on the 26th. So my birthday is like right between those 2 days. Tough day before the birthday, great day after. We'll see how it goes. So Venus is going to be moving from Pisces to Aries in the month of February. It starts out in Pisces for just 4 days, not a very long period of time. I'm not even going to dwell on that. We're going to jump straight to Aries. Venus is going to be in Aries in your 6th house, beginning on February the 4th. Now, your 6th house is the house of daily work, routines, health routines, diet routines, exercise routines, daily routines in general. And you're going to have a more assertive energy and be proactive during the month of February. So this will allow you to bring passion into your daily habits and your self-care routines. It's going to up your confidence and perhaps even allow you to consider revamping your work area, your work environment, changing out your desk, making things look a little bit different. There could also be a movement towards more bold approaches to health and fitness. So you might try something significantly different than you typically do. Venus will be sextile Pluto on February the 7th. This is going to bring deep transformative changes for you with regards to your personal values and self-worth and how they relate to your everyday life and, once again, routines. Now let's take a look at Mars. Mars is going to be in your 9th house. Now Mars is going to be retrograde for almost the entire month of February. It'll be retrograde until February 23rd. And when we have a retrograde energy, we have a slow moving energy. We have delays. We have frustrations because it feels like things aren't moving forward. So if you've been dealing with any kind of frustrations with regards to higher learning, if you're in school, if you're in college and you've been dealing with delays, expect that to change at the end of the month, things to start moving forward again, or in February. This could also have to do with travel. You could have travel delays, travel situations crop up. The 9th house also has to do with philosophy and spiritual matters or spiritual belief systems. And so expect things to be a little bit slow moving in this area for you in February. Now, some of the focuses with regards to Mars being in Cancer, even though it's in retrograde, it is a good time for you to re-examine any of your long-held beliefs with regards to spiritual matters, philosophy, values, and even your educational pursuits. Old philosophies are going to be challenged, and you may change your understanding of how the world works today and how you view the world. Allow yourself to kind of breeze through those changes. It's perfectly okay. It may feel a little uncomfortable though. The transit's also going to encourage you to revisit past travel plans that maybe never materialized and explore new spiritual disciplines. So, Scorpio, you might start digging deep into some esoteric topics. You might find yourself looking into, really intense spiritual things. If so, come back to this channel because we'll be talking about some of them. We'll be talking about some of them throughout the month of February and then some. So, would love to have you here for those. The retrograde motion is here for you to rework your belief systems, and during those delays, kind of look at them again so that when Mars goes direct at the end of the month, you can move forward freely. Now, Mars will be square Chiron on the 3rd. Painful issues and vulnerabilities related to your belief systems might come up. It's time for healing and growth. Just go with it. Mars is going to be trine Saturn on the 9th. This is going to bring stability and discipline to your philosophical and spiritual pursuits. Very, very good energy for you to look into those things. And then, as I said, on the 23rd, it goes direct, bringing good energy for new adventures, deeper explorations into spiritual matters, personal beliefs, that sort of thing. Now, Jupiter. Jupiter's also retrograde as we start the month. However, Jupiter goes direct on the 4th, and it is in the sign of Gemini, which is your 8th house. Now, you're perfectly content in the 8th house because your sign typically rules the 8th house. But for you, Gemini is in your 8th house. So this is your house of shared resources, physical intimacy, and transformation. This is an energy where if things have been stalled in those areas, you're going to see movement in those areas in February. There is going to be a need for you to manage any kind of joint finances you have with others. Take a look at that and see how you can transform them, how you can bring change, and see whether or not they align with your long-term goals and vision. Mercury will be trine Jupiter on the 3rd. This is going to be good energy to help you with that transformative energy. Saturn is going to be in Pisces throughout the month of February in your 5th house. So now we go back to that fun house of leisure, that fun house of children, that fun house of playfulness, creative pursuits, more romantic pursuits. So this can help you to look at that particular house with a little bit more seriousness than perhaps you typically would, Scorpio. And it's going to help you to look at this area of your life to see if there's any artistic endeavors or romantic pursuits that support your long-term vision to build lasting structures in the area of your love life and in the area of your creativity. So really good energy to set long-term goals and to redefine how to make those happen, to redefine the responsibilities you hold in romantic relationships as well. Uranus, our planet of freedom and rebellion, is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships. You may feel a need to be free. You are going to potentially experience sudden, unexpected changes in your one-to-one relationships, whether romantic or business related. There's the potential for an innovative energy to kind of come in here and bring surprises in this area as well. But be aware, there could be change in those one-on-one relationships, as well as your needs in those one-on-one relationships. Neptune in the month of February is going to be in the sign of Pisces in your 5th house. This is going to kind of bring that dreamy, daydreamy influence into the 5th house, the artistic pursuits and romance. It's going to deepen your intuition. Scorpio, if you've kind of been feeling like your intuition hasn't been fully on point, dig down deep, because guess what? Neptune and Pisces in your 5th house is really bringing that strong intuitive knowing with regards to romance and self-expression. So allow yourself to tap into that intuitive knowing, but also don't allow yourself to be disillusioned by things because of this daydreamy energy. So, you got to find a fine balance there. Pluto is going to be in Aquarius in your 4th house. This is going to be a struggle for you, Scorpio, even though Pluto is one of your ruling planets. Pluto is an energy where it's going to bring up deep-seated fears and subconscious things that perhaps you're not really paying too much attention to. And so with it being in the 4th house, it could bring up really deep-seated wounds with regards to family, old emotional patterns, old emotional ties associated with home and family that need to be reinvestigated and focused on to bring about healing and change. But it's going to be uncomfortable. Lunar node is going to be in Pisces in the 5th house, reflective energy. Lilith is going to be in Libra in your 12th house. Shadow side is going to come up. Embracing your shadow side, expressing your hidden truth is going to be important in February so that you can bring about authentic transformation, Scorpio. Chiron will still be in Aries. We talked about that in January. This is going to bring in opportunities to heal and change those daily work routines and those daily health routines for your overall well-being. Now, as far as the moon's impact, we have a full moon in Leo on the 12th in your 11th house. So long-term aspirations, friendships, and social networks are going to be highlighted around the 12th, and it will last for about 2 weeks. It's going to help you to see your role in these social groups and release any kind of outdated expectations that you might have with regards to collective endeavors. The new moon is going to be in Pisces on February the 27th, back to your 5th house. This is a potential for fresh starts with regards to romantic pursuits, fresh starts with regards to self-expression, and with regards to creative projects. With Mercury sextile Uranus on the 27th, you could have some sort of revolutionary idea with regards to romance and your artistic pursuits that can be like the sudden innovative, burst of energy. So do expect that is possible. All right, my darling Scorpios. Mahalo nui loa. Love and light. Kiss, kiss from me. I hope that you have an absolutely amazing February 2025. Be sure to bookmark this video so that you can come back and see what's coming throughout the month of February. And I look forward to doing more readings for you, astrological as well as tarot. Be aware your tarot reading for February is coming up on the 2nd, I believe. So on Sunday, it will be uploaded for you. So do check that out as well. Scorpio, be sure to check your other birth chart placements. And until later, ta-ta for now.